How's everything going? We're gonna be doing things a little different today. I was working on a project for myself, and then at the last minute, I'm like, well, might as well just give it away, put it up on Maker's World, give the shaper file away, and see if anybody else has this issue. So I have an off-grid trailer Pando 2 camper, and it had a rough in for an air conditioner. And those air conditioners with those smaller holes, I think they fixed it in the 3.0 Pando, but the 2.0, it takes a lot of power. It generates heat itself. It condensates, you have to worry about drainage. So having any kind of air conditioner in a very small off-road camper, when you can just park in the shade and pop the roof and turn on the vents, actually ends up being better for almost everything. So I took the air conditioner unit out, which left me a gap, right, a large hole without a door cover. And so after I sealed up everything so it could be used as storage, I then needed to create a door cover. So I'm gonna walk you through the process of how I did that. And then I should probably show you a picture, bink, see if that worked, or bink, wherever I'm gonna put the picture of what the hole looks like. And then I'll kind of have the whiteboard up and put up pictures of it as it looks now. The first thing I like to do is, if we turn off everything, this is the hole I'm working with, right? This is the Pando. This part would be the roof, this part would be the bottom. And so I'm really limited. I can't put any hinge things at the bottom because it's flush. I can't put any hinge things at the top because it's flush, so I have to lock to the sides. And my first design, as you can see in this prototype, the hinges worked out really good with the, I really like, oh my God, come on, it's closer than that. The Ruthick brass inserts are fantastic, the little soldering iron. And if you have never used them, oh my gosh, they are fantastic. So for 3D printing, you put them in with the smooth side first. Let's see if it makes any sense if I can put that up there. There we go. You put them in smooth side first, and that way the grippy part of it is up against a wall, and in 3D printing, most of the time your streaks in your walls. But if you flip it around and you put the grippy part towards the inside, you can put them into your molds with carbon fiber and have brass threaded inserts on your carbon fiber when you're doing forged carbon fiber. So I end up using these all the time. For the 3D printer, I did insert it with the soldering iron adapter, and if I'm only going to thread something in once and it's going to stay there permanently, maybe I'll even glass it with some CA glue, screw it in, and then leave it there. If it's something that's going to screw in and screw out and screw in and screw out, then I'll put in the brass, because the plastic doesn't hold up well to that over time. And I use that on these hinges, which you've seen this hinge design before on the Eagle project. That's a flag, VFW flag box to drop off American flags for retirement. So I did mod it a little bit. I put a little donut, a little indent on there for an O-ring, so they could be friction hinges, and you could tighten it up so they're not wobbling around, they're not bouncing around, and when you put it up, it'll stay up, and we put it down to stay down. Since we have to go into the sides, this was my original design. Because when you're going off-road in those campers, stuff bounces around in there and can get pinned against the lock. And so this, I thought, was the best design, so that no matter what happened, it would just laterally come out, and the chance of it getting the door hung up on something locked wouldn't happen. However, what happens is, this is a prototype, that's why we're pleased. What happens is, it will bulge out under pressure, right? And the farther out it is, the more it will bulge out. So it looked really, really crappy and tacky. So I created a different design, which I'm going to show you today, and how that works. And then I'll show you the pictures of it working on the Pando where it's installed. Ruthex, the little, if you go to their website, you can actually download the CAD files of the little brass inserts, and I've done that here to help you out. So you know, like, where's it set, how's it gonna be. I did exploded views. And so the handles I have now, you can see them here. And it's blue and green. I didn't go with it needs to be a circle so it rotates, but I didn't want the rotational stress being held in with a screw, because then you could unscrew it. You know, it's never good to put a directional screw on something that's gonna have directional rotational force on it. So you'll see the oblong shape there, the football, and then you'll see that the other side of it, oh my gosh, the other side of it here also has the football. So the idea being that it would lock in place. And then I would put the Ruthex bolt in there. I should have one, where's it at? Oh, I hid that folder. So there we go. So the M5, let's move this guy up. So we have the plastic external handle, then the brass fitting would get soldered into that. Then this is a second piece. It would go into there. And then this, come on, would secure it all, right? And that way, rotate. I actually also threw O-rings on here to keep it from vibrating, and also made it a friction lock like I did the hinges. So nothing vibrates, nothing makes sounds in the middle of the night when the wind's rocking the trailer. And I made these latches really bulky and smooth so that nothing should get caught up on them, nothing that can't move out of the way. Then they just pivot in those holes to lock it in. And you can see from the back about how much room we have for tolerances. If I didn't measure anything exactly right, there's plenty of room to keep all that locked in. If we look at these hinges, same way, instead of having a two-piece hinge, you know, this is gonna be on this door, so why not make it part of the door and have one less part? Because it rotates and has clearance, you know, we beveled that lip right there so it clears it without any issues. Same thing on this end. Which one is it? Okay, it's that one. We grab this and we'd melt it into place. I did M5s on this. I could have probably done M3s on the sizing, and then take the bolt. Oh my gosh. Take the M5 bolt and connect it through there. And by putting O-rings in this little donut area, you can stack them, you can have multiples of them, and that just kind of gives it enough friction to turn it into a locking hinge, so when you push it up, it stays up. If it doesn't stay up, twist it tighter against that O-ring, right, until it's the tension that you want it. Or it can be free swinging. You don't need to put an O-ring in there. It's whatever you want. Then this one would come over here. Oh my gosh, I'm having a problem grabbing things on the computer screen. All right, so these two I've fixed to the top of the Pando's roof. Connected the screws to lock it in, added the O-rings, and then added in the swivel locks. And that's it. I've uploaded this to Maker World, so if you have one of these, you can download the 3MF file and print it right now. And I also uploaded the source file, and Maker's World, I used to have to export it as a step file. Maker's World now does shaper files, so I just uploaded the shaper file. You can poke around at it, mess around with it, take pieces off that you want. I gave it away rights free. You can do whatever you want to with it. Oh, Cowboy Simple. There's a project management book coming out. It's almost done. I've almost finished it. And I have to say, Cowboy Simple, it's not about how you dress. It's about how you think. Make it simple, then make it simpler. Things are going to get complex along the way. Don't start with something stupid. Thanks again for putting up with me. Bye.